Now, moving on, top media managers met today in Islamabad to give final touches to a code of conduct on reporting the war on terror and covering acts of terrorism. Our senior correspondent Matiullah Jan has the details.
Well, this was a meeting to discuss a proposed code of conduct for the coverage of war on terror and also for terroristic activities. There were questions raised about the recent coverage by the electronic media in particular of the terroristic activities, in which parts of human bodies were shown after the terrorist activities. Blood-stained human beings moving around injured were shown. It caused a lot of anxiety among the viewers and of course the people, and that's why senior media journalists, who are also under pressure from the government to do something about it, sat together and discussed many of the proposals. These are some of the proposals. I have got a document relating to coverage of the war on terror, which talks about how to show or not to show the dead bodies and how to show or not to show the blood-stained injured people from the terrorist incident, and of course the grief of their family members and the movement of the troops and security forces, and of course the time delay being proposed, and of course even interviewing those people who support militants and suspect terrorists. So these are some of the contentious issues which are being discussed, and also it relates to the viewers' rights, the people's rights to watch on television. But ironically, even this meeting being held by the senior journalist has not been allowed to the media to cover it, and the access was denied. Cameramen and journalists were in fact ordered by the senior media managers to leave the premises, and saying that these were the meetings which are not supposed to be covered until final decisions are to be taken.
ये तमाम डायरेक्टर न्यूज़ ने डिसाइड किया कि ये इनफॉर्मल मीटिंग है, ये कोई फोरम नहीं है, और जो इन कैमरा डिस्कशन होगी।
आवाम की इनपुट नहीं होनी चाहिए थी कि आप आपस में बैठ के तय कर रहे हैं, लोगों की इनपुट क्यों नहीं ले?
ये मेरा ख्याल है तमाम डायरेक्टर न्यूज़, क्योंकि इस पे इत्तेफाक नहीं हो सका। जो एक बुनियादी नुकता था कि सिर्फ वही काम किया जाएगा जिस पर तमाम डायरेक्टर न्यूज़ का इत्तेफाक होगा।
तो ये 10 डायरेक्टर न्यूज़ बैठ के ये तय करेंगे कि आवाम को क्या दिखाना और क्या नहीं?
आई थिंक क्योंकि वो एक अपने अपने टीवी चैनल को हेड कर रहे हैं और अपने अपने शोबे के
तो ये इसमें मुंह छुपाने की इसमें क्या ज़रूरत पड़ रही है? क्यों मीडिया की कवरेज की एक्सेस नहीं दी गई इस मीटिंग में?
आई थिंक ये तो अब आप सीनियर लोगों से पूछें, क्योंकि मैं भी एक डायरेक्टर न्यूज़ हूँ।
हमने काफ़ी सीनियर
किया था, हमने होस्ट किया था, लेकिन हमारा यही ख्याल था कि इसकी कवरेज होनी चाहिए, लेकिन बाकी लोगों ने इससे इत्तेफाक नहीं किया।
Interestingly, this discussion does not focus on the access to the areas, tribal areas and areas where military operation is going on. And one of the criticism on the television media these days has been that it has not been able to completely cover the civilian aspect of this whole operation, the humanitarian aspect, and some people also call it the civilian casualties that have been inflicted during this military operation. And obviously it was because of many reasons, and as one of the reasons, of course, is the security concerns of the journalists who do not feel safe enough to go there on their own, and always need it to be embedded with the military operations to cover this particular war. No input from the people, from the viewers, the audience, and once this code of conduct is agreed upon, it will certainly be enforced across the country. Matiullah Jan, DUNIA News, Islamabad.